That's a lot of hook. That's a lot of hook there. I'm like the king of re-racks. Good ball, it listens.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we've got the brand new Brunswick ball, the Infinity. And I'm reading here on the Brunswick website, on the Bufa website, this ball is designed to fit exactly between something like the Mindset here and a Knockout, right? We got a big, heavy rolling, asymmetrical solid, really good on the soup, as the kids say these days. You know, really gets into a roll nice and early, really smooth, good for that very fresh dressed oil pattern that has a ton of oil. And then down in the mid-range here, we got the Knockout. So it goes pretty far down lane, turns a corner pretty hard, and we need something to bridge that gap. So they came out with this Infinity. Now we got Brandon Riley on the lanes today. He's gonna test that out for us. So we dressed 41-foot beaten path. Not too difficult, not too easy, right? Right in between, nice challenge pattern. And should make these balls look pretty good, and you can really see the difference in these balls on this pattern, I think. So the RG and differential in these two balls are pretty similar, but the asymmetry is way higher in this Mindset. So just gonna get in that roll that much sooner, that much more heavy rolling, and that much more smooth going down the lane. It's gonna be really hard for you to make this ball corner in the back end, and that's not what it's designed to do. So that's why they came out with the Knockout, and then we got the Infinity in between here. So the Infinity is asymmetric. It's not as asymmetric as the Mindset here. So we got different levels of ball. I think this is a perfect design. You know, lots of people have trouble blending that out when they gotta go from a big ball early in the tournament to a mid-range or low-end ball later in the tournament. They're missing something right in the middle. So I think this ball is gonna be really good. I think this ball is gonna be very versatile. It says that right on the Brunswick website. And it's going to be useful in a lot of different conditions, just because it's not super early like a big ball here, like the Mindset, and it's not super late and snappy like something like the Knockout. It's going to be useful on short patterns, medium patterns, long patterns. Just depends when you're going to use it, I think. But it will be useful on all those kind of patterns. And house condition, you know it's going to work there too. Alright, so let's go see Brando test out these balls, and let's see if they're right. Let's see if it fits right in between here.
All right, Brando's back. We're here out on beaten path. I'm throwing the Brunswick Mindset, the brand new Infinity, and I'm going to be tossing the Knockout Bruiser as well. Let's start a baseline with the Mindset. I like to start with my strongest ball first. I didn't throw that very good. Started making it a thing to wipe my ball with a towel every once in a while. For years, I just wiped the ball on my shirt. Kind of gross, and like I was just super lazy about it. But since I got into throwing urethane more often, like it's become a must and almost a pre-shot routine. That's close. Still too strong, but let's try the Infinity. Do it well. That actually looked good. Let's try that one more time. Little left. It shaped really nicely. It wasn't too jerky off the back end, but it still got through the front. Just sort of did everything I kind of like there. I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna keep going with that. Good shot. Emoji for the 9-pin? Okay. Took a lot. It's a good ball, it listens. A little bit different shape than that Mindset. Definitely a little longer down the lane, a little bit more on the back end. Definitely a little bit more controllable. I find the Mindset revs up a lot sooner, rolls heavier, and just needs a little bit more oil. This is more the right ball right now. It may still be a little bit too strong for the current condition I'm on, but for the time being, it's looking okay. Knockout Bruiser. This is also pin and ring, which is about 4 1/4 for me. Similar layout on the Infinity. The mindset is slightly above my ring finger at the pin. But yeah, this is more like a benchmark type ball. I've used it a lot in the medium type patterns. Anything in that 38 to 41 foot range, it's looked really good. A little bit left. Yeah, it's just a little quicker off the dry there. I have to trust it a bit more than that. Spun that. I got my hand a little bit too much around that ball, and that really retained some energy on the back end. I've really been surprised at how angular the knockout Bruiser has been. I know it hasn't been advertised to be as such. In my hands, it can hit the corner pretty well. There we go. Yeah, that felt really good. This ball is definitely covering a little more territory down lane, and it's getting a little further down the lane and retaining more energy. So 3 a little bit different shapes. I'm not sure what the best one is right now. Probably be the Infinity though if I were to be bowling a tournament. All 3 balls look pretty close. All right, question time with Brando. I've really been getting into using a towel lately, just wiping off the oil off the surface of the ball. I believe it's gonna give me a little more consistency shot after shot, and it's sort of slowed me down and given myself a better pre-shot routine. What are your guys' thoughts on using a towel while bowling? Is that something you use? If not, why don't you use one? Let us know in the comments below. Set. I'm like the king of re-racks. Like, I know I'm allowed 2 racks a game. I use them every game. I'm so picky about racks, especially here. Guarantee you read comments on that. Jimmy says move in. I want to move out first and see if I can give it a little speed. Move 5 right. I like to move a little bit back in the approach to get my feet going. Let my swing work its way up to the top. That's a lot of hook. That's a lot of hook there. One more time here. Close. No. Yeah, that's not the shape. I'm just forcing that so much, and I don't like trying to do too much to the ball, and this is definitely not the right play. Let's hook it. I know that's what I do best. I don't think playing straight at this ball is necessarily wrong. It's just not right today. I got to force the ball down the lane in order for it to hold the line. I think the place to get in and find what head oil there is. For whatever reason, it's just hooking a ton today. That looks so good. I'm not sure why, but the shot from in deep, wheeling on it just looks awesome. And it really has started lucky ever since you guys put in the new oil. That for me, when the curve went in, I've had tons of room going left to right through the fronts, and that old ice oil for me, my ball never hooks. It's so different. Let's keep wheeling it. That's a good shot. Yeah, I love that shape down lane. Just really rolly, strong arc. Strong is probably the right word for that. I really like that. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I can just keep going. Wow, I'm never that deep on somewhat fresh oiled lanes. That's crazy. And this ball's shaping the right way. It's not all backhand flip. It's actually rolling and transitioning pretty close to the right way. Probably deeper than I need to be, but it still looks fine. I'll continue to go left and have to roll this one a little bit more. I'm gonna move up on the approach a little bit to soften my speed, just to give the ball some time to hook. Try to get this ball in the lane a little faster, right at the foul line if possible, just so it gets to pick up a little sooner. I'm too deep now. Like, my ball's skating way through the spot. There we go. That's not where the shot is. The lanes don't want me to play there. Let's move back to the right a little bit, play the lanes correctly, flush one, and we'll head into the shot. All right, that was perfect. Let's head down to the shop and talk about this ball. Back from the lanes, I threw the Brunswick Infinity for the first time. Like my first shot, or my second shot ever was on camera, so real fresh. Threw it against my Mindset, which had maybe 5 games before this, and my Knockout Bruiser, which has really been my go-to ball here in the Challenge League at Lucky 9 for the last about half a season. That ball's looked incredible. So we bowled in beaten path, 41 feet, medium volume, and for whatever reason, they were hooking tonight. Mindset was hooking real early, but the Infinity got far enough down lane that it had a chance. Still a little bit on the strong side, but it gave me a nice motion. I got my feet way left, mostly around 35 or so to get comfy, and I had a nice strong move off the back end and arc through the pins. I didn't find the ball was overhooking or getting too sharp down lane, which is something that kind of concerns me sometimes with bowling balls, particularly my ball roll. It seemed to do the right thing. Ball went through the pins the right way, blew them up, and like when I see the 10 fall late and just kind of get chopped down like a tree, it's perfect. I like seeing those kinds of shapes because I can always put a little more English in the ball and make it tip harder. Compared to the knockout Bruiser, Bruiser was a little cleaner, went a little further down the lane, bit sharper motion, just sort of more of a hook stop. Slightly different cores, slightly different covers, and that just sort of made up a bit of a difference there. As far as where I was standing, I could put my feet in a very similar spot actually with all three balls tonight. As Jung said in the intro, the Infinity is designed to fit between the big eggplant ball and your mid-range favorites like the knockout Bruiser here. You know, for once he actually was right. The ball fit right in that middle ground. It bridged the gap perfectly and gave me sort of that happy medium, that baby bear reaction between having something strong and something sort of in the middle. This is that upper mid ball that I think I can use on a lot of patterns. I won't even say just medium patterns, which it looked great on tonight. I'd really say pretty much any length of pattern. It's be that like comfortable, strong arcing motion that I'm often looking for. Whether you've got high revs or you've got some ball speed, really anybody except those who throw it really slow are gonna find an opportunity to throw a ball like the Infinity. Those higher end hybrids without too much scuff and surface are something that's always usable. Compared to other balls in my bag, I think the Infinity probably matches closest to my Polaris Hybrid. I'd say the Polaris Hybrid is just a little bit longer and a little bit sharper than this. They're pretty close. I don't think I need to bring both at the same time. The Infinity is definitely a ball that is very versatile, useful in a lot of conditions, and it's a ball that I'll take with me, especially when I'm limited in the number of options I have. When I'm flying, I only bring 6 balls. One of them's plastic. That leaves me 5 balls at hook. This is definitely that kind of versatile piece that is gonna cover a lot of different situations for me. I definitely recommend the Infinity as a stronger ball to help complete your bag. If you're somebody who doesn't want to carry too many balls and is looking for a piece of equipment that's gonna cover a lot of different situations and lane patterns, this is the one for you. It's got some pretty cool colors, rolls good, not too early, not too late, not too sharp, not too rolly. It's just right there in the middle. It's really gonna be useful pretty much on anything I can think of out there. Please like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know about your use of a towel. It's something I started doing and I really think adds to my game. Gives me a little more time to think about my shots and creating a pre-shot routine. And like, why not have the advantage of having a clean cover, not soaked in oil before I throw a shot? I'm looking for consistency, a little bit of repeatability, and for me, it's a bit in my head. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks, see you in the next vid. I didn't throw that very good. That's close. A little bit left. Spun that. There we go. Threw it well. Little left.